We know courtrooms are racing at this point to keep up with advancements in artificial intelligence. New research shows more AI cases are landing in federal courts. So with that in mind, we bring in 9 News legal expert Whitney Traylor this morning. He's here to explain what's actually happening in the courts. So I can't imagine this is really new because AI has been around now for a few years. But what is the newness to all this legal stuff?
Volume. That's the biggest issue, is volume. And there was an MIT USC study that studied 4.5 million federal civil cases that had been filed over the past 20 years.
Okay.
And what they found was 11% of those were filed by people without lawyers, pro se litigants. Well, in the past 2 years, that number has jumped up to 17%. So 17%, and the judges are saying this is because of AI-generated pleadings.
And maybe volume is the answer to this question as well, but we weren't talking at all about AI, artificial intelligence, really 3 years ago, certainly not 4 years ago.
Right.
We're talking about it a lot now. So what are some of the trends you're seeing as far as AI goes in the courtroom?
Well, of course, volume was one of them, just the sheer number. And the judges are saying that the pleadings are getting better because a lot of times when you have pro se litigants, it's handwritten, they don't know how to articulate their arguments. And so the judges are saying, hey, we're able to now understand what the arguments are, but they're saying that the litigants are not winning at a higher number. So it doesn't look like the AI is necessarily helping these pro se litigants other than actually being able to file it. So in addition to volume, I think you're seeing a lot of copyright issues.
Okay.
And then product liability. So this is a trending area there's a lot of work to be done to figure out how to make it even keeled around the nation.
Now, I'm not the expert. You are. That's why you're here.
So.
But it would seem to me that Congress would be involved at this point with some of these AI issues, but instead it's being left up for the courts to handle. Are you surprised that Congress hasn't gotten involved more?
Yes and no. Congress should get involved. This is a major issue that's affecting every state, and now you have a patchwork of state laws that we had some in Colorado, and they said this is going to be too hard to actually implement. So there's a law, but they're not actually, kind of following it. They're not doing anything with it. So it is surprising that Congress has not done it, and the White House is pushing for federal AI legislation, and really it makes sense because it's like the internet. I mean, it's everywhere, so you need to have consistent laws, which should come from Congress.
Should this concern the everyday people, our viewers out there? Should there be a concern amongst our viewers about AI-drafted lawsuits? I mean, how bad is this, really?
Yes and no, there should be some concern. The benefit of it is that you now have more access to the court system. You have a greater understanding, your pleadings are more clear. The downside is the sheer volume, and that's what the judges are saying, is that, hey, these cases don't necessarily have more merit. There's just more of them. We're able to get through them a little bit quicker because we understand what the pleading is. But there's also the issue of AI creating hallucinations, and they're creating cases. And so, and this is an issue that lawyers have gotten into as well when they used AI and didn't follow up and check to make sure they were actual cases. And the MyPillow lawyers, they got dinged for that because they were a little lazy in the courtroom and didn't check those cases. So this is a really evolving issue, and the judges right now are taking the current laws around defamation, product liability, and applying it to AI. But we don't have a separate body of law just for AI.